friends, so it's a bit of a celebration video because if you saw my last video, I mentioned that this video is actually the 200th video that I have posted on my channel, which is kind of a big milestone. I don't have 200 live videos still because I have gone back and I've deleted a few, but just in the way that I edit on my computer, I count them up, and so I know that this is the 200th one that I have edited and posted, so that's fun. I asked for questions on that video here on YouTube and a couple of times in my Instagram stories so that we could do a little bit of a Q&A today. It's kind of a celebration thing. I got a few questions. Unfortunately, I don't know what's going on with Instagram, but my first Instagram story that I posted, it's not letting me see the responses from that, so unfortunately I can't answer those questions because I can't access them. But I do have two other Instagram stories that have a few questions, as well as the last YouTube video. So we'll start with YouTube. Okay, so there is a classic that was hard to get into but worth it in the end. I'm not really sure. I can see that people would have a hard time with Dune. I didn't, so it's kind of hard for me to answer this one because if I had a hard time getting into it, I probably DNF'd it. And I haven't read that many classics. I would probably just go with Dune, I guess. That world just keeps getting bigger and bigger and more complex as the books go on, so I mean, to me, it's worth it. My favorite Christian singer or group. I don't listen to a ton of music right now. I'm just not in that mode, I guess. It changes depending on the season of life that I'm in. But let me just go to my Spotify. I have a customized playlist that are my favorites. So let's just kind of take a quick browse through there. Yeah, I don't really think I have a favorite, so I'll just mention some that I like. I do like I Am They. I like that sound, so that's a group. I also like the good originals like DC Talk and Newsboys. Those are awesome. Oh, I do like the Kristen family, but it's more Southern gospel, so it's not for everybody's taste, but I love some good Southern gospel music. Zach Williams has a great voice, so that's a single person, I guess. I'm not sure. Nothing jumps out at me as like, that's my favorite band or that's my favorite singer. I'm more so that's my favorite song of theirs. I don't necessarily like their whole catalog, but that one song is really good, you know? Stuff like that. So that's kind of a chintzy answer, sorry. The next question is, what book would you recommend to everyone? That's a hard question because, well, first of all, everybody's tastes are different. Well, the Bible, obviously, because it's going to be the catalyst to salvation, so of course the Bible. But if you're talking more of like a fiction or non-fiction book, I mean, I love Fox. I love Mark of the Raven. I'm just looking at my favorite shelf over there. Those are a couple of my favorites. Mere Christianity by C.S. Lewis. Screwtape Letters by C.S. Lewis. Yeah, for like top-notch favorite. I mean, Princess and the Goblin is a good like classic middle grade. Love that one. Maybe that one, because that one could appeal to everyone, no matter what they believe in, and that one can appeal to everyone no matter their age. I'm gonna go with Princess and the Goblin, maybe. Yeah, let's go with that. What do I do with all of the books after I've read them? 3 things happen. If they're a favorite, they go on my favorite shelf. If they are good, I really like them, they're not a favorite though, they'll go on my bookshelf downstairs. And if it's anything less than that, then I will put them into the cystic fibrosis book sale that I'm trying to set up. It's just a little fundraiser thing that I'm trying to get going here. So yeah, those three things: favorite shelf, basement shelf, or donate. I definitely do not keep the books that I don't like, and I definitely don't keep the books that I DNF. Unless the only way I would keep a book that I've DNF'd is if there is a possibility that I might read it at some point, or if it's like the one book in a series and I liked the rest of the series but I just didn't like that one book or whatever, then I'll keep that. Okay, so that wraps up the YouTube questions. So we'll head on over to Instagram. When did I meet my husband? I met him through my brother-in-law when I was 17 and he was 23. He had a birthday very shortly after we met, and then I had a birthday a couple months later, so we really got to know each other when we were 18 and 24. So what is your favorite art medium? Gouache. I love gouache, and I always, when I see gouache on like Instagram and stuff, I see people painting with it, I'm so like, gets me in the mood like instantly. I just really enjoy that art medium. Who is my favorite female author and why? I would probably say Morgan L. Busey, because at this point I have not read a book of hers that I didn't care for or that I had any issues with. Yeah, I would say Morgan L. Busey. If I could pick one book to take to the moon, which one would I pick? The Bible. I know, it's not what you were looking for. If you're looking for fiction or nonfiction, so it would have to be something that I could read over and over. Well, it depends. Am I staying on the moon? Is that where I'm living for the rest of my life? Or am I coming back? There's a second part to that question. If I have only one book forever, other than the Bible, because that's what I pick, I don't know, what's a good rereading book? I mean, I've already reread Princess and the Goblin twice, so that one. But I really like Fox, but that one's very niche, so I might grow out of the fantasy thing. Yeah, I don't know. And if I'm coming back, then I probably wouldn't bring any books. I guess depends how long I'm there. Anyway, would I ever design book covers in the future? I mean, if an author or a publishing company wanted me to, I would feel so honored. Absolutely, that would be like a ton of fun. I just don't think anyone would ever want that. How did I get into art? I don't know, just from when I was little, just kind of random doodlies and arting, and then in school, like when you get projects, the artsy kind of projects were always my favorite ones. And then more as an adult here, my art passion was revived through YouTube, through seeing other artists making art videos and setting up online shops and making characters, and it just looked like a lot of fun. So that's what kind of revived my passion of art. And then the next Instagram story question list that I have is, do I know if Kristen Heitzman will write another book? Let me just check. I don't know offhand, but we're gonna check. Okay, so on her website, KristenHeitzmanBooks.com, coming soon is Told You Twice. So looks like this one is a contemporary romance, and on her Goodreads profile it doesn't say that she's had much for recent releases at all. So there's that. You can also find a lot of authors on like social media, and that's where they post current stuff. What do you feel is your biggest blessing in life? that I was raised in a Christian home, and then like my husband and my family members, which I think would probably be a standard answer. I don't know if you were looking for something different, but did you grow up in a Christian home? Yes, I did. Do you have a favorite book of the Bible? I don't. I feel like as a Christian, like you're supposed to, but I don't. No, sorry. What do I like to draw the most? Paul, I didn't think this was gonna be a hard question, but kind of a hard question. I guess draw makes me think of like pencil, graphite. So if that's the medium I'm using, I guess probably faces, semi-realistic faces would probably be it. Okay, so I'm really disappointed that that other Instagram story is not working out for me, because I know that there were a few questions on there that I wanted to get to, and like I've tried on the app, I've tried on the computer, like I just can't get it to show me what the questions were from that. So yeah, that sucks. So I'm sorry for anyone who asked questions on that first Instagram story post. Feel free to ask them below if I missed your question, or if you have any follow-up questions to these, and I will do my best to answer them. And yeah, I think this was probably a boring video, and it's meant to be like a celebration video, but I mean, I didn't buy balloons or cake or anything, so my bad. Thank you guys so much for being on this journey with me. I really appreciate everybody who takes the time to watch the video, to comment, to like, to share, all of that stuff. Like, it just means a lot. I hope you have a lovely day, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye guys!